Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Mona Lisa Rambai bringing to you the news and events from Meghalaya. The headlines for today are: Meghalaya government mulls over permanent MECL chairman, Mairang Civil Subdivision to be upgraded into district, Meghalaya government suspends widening of 4-lane Umshurpi Tamabil Road, and Chief Minister involves on the Star Cement environmental clearance controversial issue informed by the JSU. And now the news in detail. In a bid to salvage and possibly reinstate the lost image and reach of the MECL, which has been in the news lately for the wrong reasons, the Meghalaya government today informed the gathering of media persons that it was mulling over the appointment of permanent chairperson to take charge of the helms of affair at the Meghalaya Energy Corporation Limited. The state government added that it is currently exploring avenues to identify a capable and experienced person with the financial and managerial expertise and background to fill the post.
And we felt, independent inquiry is independent inquiry. Everything that has to be received, not received is already on paper and documentation. Nobody can do anything to that. But we felt as a team that because of the fact that right now MECL is facing and is going to inevitably face a very, very difficult financial situation in the coming 8 to 9 months. We needed a senior person, somebody who's connected with finance, to be there, at least for time being, to be able to steer the entire ship and closely coordinate with finance and move things forward. Rebecca also is very burdened. She has got a lot of departments with her. We will examine on how to move forward in this and see how we can maybe at the end find somebody who can be permanently a chairperson, because an organization like MECL requires a permanent person to be sitting there. So therefore, till that time, we get somebody permanently. We felt that somebody who's close with finance and a senior administrative person should come to it.
Meghalaya government has suspended the widening of the 4-lane Umshurpi Tamabil Road. This was disclosed by the Meghalaya Chief Minister while addressing a press conference in Shillong today. While dwelling on the felling of trees in Upper Shillong area for widening of the 4-lane national highway, which will eventually connect Bangladesh, Conrad K. Sangma said his government has suspended the widening of the road for 6 months to enable it to find an amicable solution for the smooth construction of the road. He also informed that a case has already been filed in the High Court relating to the felling of trees when the PWD and National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited started commencing the construction of the road. The Chief Minister also added, "In the meantime, we will also have to wait for the order to be issued by the High Court."
The reports that came to me, because I have not only seen the report, but I have also gone and seen the location and the pillars when I was there, when I drove that site, long time back, about 3-4 weeks back. So I saw the pillars myself. This was the day I just mentioned I was having dinner with Assam CM that night. And then these messages came very late, of course, and I couldn't check my phone. I was discussing important issues with him. And in the morning, of course, when I saw this, I was of the opinion that the land and the areas and the trees which were not meant to be cut were cut. This was what I was meant to believe. I was in Guwahati that morning. So therefore, it was a surprise to me. And I was very upset that how come they went beyond the discussed numbers, and therefore, before it went to the point where they would just go into some kind of a situation where they would cut everything. I told the team that, wait, stop it, let us re-verify whether they are following the planned route or not. Because when I got the calls, I have messages from very, very senior people, which I don't want to name, and they told me that these are 150-year-old trees. So I told them that they are not being cut. Then those people said they are being cut. So when I was in Shillong, I was in Guwahati, I could not verify. So I said that, well, whatever the case may be, before it gets too late, let me ensure that just a moment, it's a matter of 2-3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, we'll just stop it. And then we'll see. So when that happened, then I got a confirmed report. Immediately I asked ACS Forest and PWD to go to the spot and send me pictures, live pictures, whether what I'm getting in the social media is correct that in spite of the routes being set, they are still cutting those trees, or is it just a misunderstanding? So therefore, till the ACS went there at 11 o'clock, wrote back to me saying that, sir, those values are not cut, and they will not be cut. I was reassured, and that's when we allowed. But now there's some kind of a case also, so we're waiting for the High Court to give its order. But that was the reaction that we had at the time, because yes, those trees are, JICA has been very sensitive to all these issues. They have not just protected the trees, but they have also set the monoliths that are there along the way, the different kind of livelihood for the people. So JICA, this project was postponed, or I should say postponed by 6 months more, simply to ensure that minimum damage will be there to the environment. Because Japanese are very, very sensitive to these matters, very sensitive to culture. So you will see that a lot of monoliths along the way have been left out, a lot of trees as much as possible has been left out, and obviously those trees which are 150 years old trees.
Meghalaya government will be able to give the COVID-19 expenditure soon. This was disclosed by the Meghalaya Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma while talking to the media at the main secretariat in Shillong today. The Chief Minister informed that most of the expenditures relating to COVID-19 were of unforeseen and emergency nature.
Sorry, I don't have the details with me right now, how much has been spent. But if you talk about the second wave, the expenditure has been lesser compared to the first wave. That's all I can say. I don't know the exact numbers with me, but maybe the next, we see what we have. On next Monday, I will try to give more details to that. But the press conference also, basically. So but the expenses have been far lesser. As mentioned earlier to everybody, that earlier last year, if you recall, we had to spend a lot because we had to spend close to 60-70 crores on laborers. We had to spend a lot on the people who were living outside. We had to spend a lot on bringing them back out here. We had to spend a lot on keeping them quarantined for many days. So all these activities which really were situations which one never expected, and really the decisions of those moments are not very easy to take. But we just kept a simple point in our mind at that point in time that whatever the situation may be, we should ensure that we help our people as much as possible. And so we went ahead, and last year the expenditures touched across more than 400 crores. But this year, it has not gone to that level. This year, we have tried to minimize expenditure. Of course, there's always a balance between the social aspect of helping people and the limit to which we could help and the financial resources. So it has not been easy for us, but in a nutshell, the expenditures are less than compared to last year, but I can give that to you next week.
What about the Meghalaya government has taken the decision to upgrade the Mairang civil subdivision into a district. This will be formally materialized before the 15th of August this year. Meghalaya Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma said the upgradation of Mairang civil subdivision is to bring the administration closer to the people, and also because West Khasi Hills district has been neglected over the years.
If you look at all this kind of plus and minus, I don't think we'll be able to take a decision. So from the government's point of view, from the leadership point of view, decision making is the most critical part for us. So we have to weigh all the options, and as I said, that when we look at the size of West Khasi Hills district, when we look at the economic standard of the people in West Khasi Hills, when we look at the sustainable development goals in West Khasi Hills has been neglected a lot. And to bring development and to raise the livelihood of the people in West Khasi Hills, which I've been speaking for a very, very long time, it's not just I say it now. The only way to do it is to bring the administration closer to the people. And this has been a demand of the people of Mairang area and the adjoining constituencies, and therefore it's a very genuine demand. Yes, you're right that there will be plus and minus, but then if we keep looking at that, then we won't be able to move forward. So we will see as and when we find that yes, there's a genuine demand and there's a need to open up. We've always been for taking administration closer to the people, and this is a very justified demand.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Konrad K. Sangma today said the state government is hopeful of resolving the Meghalaya Assam border issue. Addressing the media, the Chief Minister said the border issue will all depend on who things move forward, and the state government is having a close relation with the present Chief Minister of Assam.
The Home Minister had desired that before the independence, 75th year of independence of the country, that all these issues, not just with Meghalaya Assam, but with Assam and other states also, should be resolved. So therefore, again I'm repeating myself that it will be our endeavor and our desire and our efforts to resolve this within that time frame. It will be our efforts, but it all depends on how the talks move forward. It all depends on how the process moves forward. It all depends on how we are able to handle the situation and really ensure that, as I said, again I'm repeating myself, that we find an amicable solution. So it all depends on the discussions that take place. My humble suggestion would be that we don't go into details right now because it's at a very, very early stage. But as I said, the good part about this particular situation is that we have a new leadership in Assam and a positive relationship there, and we are hopeful that we'll be able to take these discussions in the right direction.
JSU condemns the statements of the Chief Minister Shri Konrad K. Sangma, claiming that he had no hand in the procuring of the environment clearance on behalf of Star Cement. The NGO, rubbishing this rather unfounded claim, proceeded to produce documents revealing that the letter sent by the Ministry of Environment, Forests and Climate Change to the Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board on 22nd February 2021, which contains information that shows that the Chief Minister had sent at least 2 letters on the matter. The first letter was sent on 26 July 2020 and the second on 10th February 2021, requesting the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to apply Para 7, Clause 5, Stage 3 of the Environmental Impact Assessment 2006 in addressing the matter. This particular para and clause provide for the doing away of public hearings to decide on the Star Cement project and authorizes the use of votes for and against in the form of signatures from the people. The action of the Chief Minister further reveals that he had single-handedly decided on the matter without allowing the cabinet to have any say on it.
Environmental clearance in the Ministry of Environment. Kapan pausa hindi kalong baka Star Cement kamsun na puram syu ikata ikhtiar sensar ngabanong hagasig schedule ni hagata surjong paipa ng bagi public hearing. Kapan kong hi Pangilako yang siti haga artrik ubanai baar arja afway kapan pausai ka ba usiam jungi ula thok ula sukot bat ula kren arsap ru igi paiba jonga jala bat khantame ega buri nyautrep jongi namar pangilap ka siti galong ba ke Ministry of Environment kapan pausai haga close ka ba lai ka ba ong ba de Chief Minister ba ai ka recommendation ne request ba invoke ka para nyau jong gani ka IAA arjan rio ka bumut bau usiam umsum lakwa so ban skap ka surupai ba ka kum gani ka para nyo handrai ude usiam konrad samahi bapha ya ka Ministry of Environment bensim dengan written presentation ke bumut ba ya kani kot ka ba kisoi kumba aspa prapawut kibrio ba milap ro ba buni ni kibrio ba pli gidai ki balului kibrio pai ba haga ba ga Star Cement kelaya ban mit besngi menyo ban phak soi ya kini kot ban kersyani projek Star Cement teu dehi u CM lamba u deputy commissioner jong izantia kiba yarap sop ya Star Cement phak san ni kot aspa performance ki brio ban kersyani projek Star Cement nelian rasai ni pen pasai ba ya kini sorkar pemerintah ngabandong sorkar MDA gajilom jong Konrad Sangma na iba kemdon ka teamwork ni kata ka consensus ke bandirai lang daga cabinet ya kai kabaya dai bat kani environmental clearance jongga Star Cement.
So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again.